Game 4, round 1, between Knicks and the Sixers. Shots up, rebound out all the way to Oubre, but he doesn't get it. Hartenstein inadvertently taps it to Lowry, who stops his dribble. Hartenstein's on his back. He's got to be rushing back to get either in the paint or on a guy. It almost looks like they're double teaming Lowry by accident. He doesn't have the ball. Oubre's got it. Fake, quick pass to Embiid, and that's a problem. Got the dunk. You saw Anunoby try to scare him a little bit, but unsuccessful. At that point, you either gotta sacrifice yourself, go for a block, or just stand there getting away. You're not getting a charge, but again, the idea is to make the shot tougher. Anunoby up top. Lowry, great defense, all under him, eliminating any chance for him to move around easily. So he's got to give it up. Hartenstein open on the line, looks towards the basket and drops a dime in between Lowry and Embiid to Anunoby. Unfortunately, it was stolen, didn't throw it hard enough. Embiid with a dime of his own between Brunson and Hartenstein to Harris all the way. This is just a matter of defense to offense, throwing the defense off guard. These guys are jogging back. They got to be in a full sprint already. You already see two 76ers beyond half court. No way you can contest that. Brunson up top, pulls up all day. That's as fast as a review can get. Took a couple seconds off the clock. Followed his screen, very high screen, and that's what happens when you get that. Embiid's prepared for him to drive, which Brunson is known to do, but he's also known to shoot. And you're a taller guy, so you could have given him some problems if you just got your arms up at least. But you're leaving it up to Oubre to guard two guys pretty much. DiVincenzo splits a couple of defenders, drives, tough, but he misses. Now first let's talk how we could have stopped that drive. Why are you behind him? And why are you facing the audience? Your body's got to be squared towards DiVincenzo. Cut that off. Luckily, they had Embiid to give him a little bit of defense. Lowry gets the rebound. They're off to the races. They don't even need Embiid. It's a 4-on-3, so that's a good enough advantage. Lowry kicks it quickly to the open Oubre, who has plenty of options. Could drive, shoot, move around and shoot, pass it back, do whatever he wants. Decides to attack. A great defender in Anunoby. Oubre avoids getting close to him, which is a suggested move because you don't want to get that block or steal. So Oubre just goes up for the shot, which is good. Anunoby was good up until that turn right there. He's got to continue staying in front of him because now you gave him a little bit of a lane. If he wanted, he could have kept going and just wrapped around, got an easy layup, but Anunoby eventually squared back up, but Oubre just lost him. Again, arms got to be straight up, defenders, not diagonal. You go diagonal and the ball is here, you're past the ball and you're not able to reach it. You go straight up. Maybe you get lucky and a fingertip hits the ball because you gave yourself full extension and extra height. Here, you're making yourself shorter. DiVincenzo up top against Batum, decent defender, but he gets left behind. All it took was a little hesitation and a quick move to the basket. DiVincenzo, unselfish play, could have continued for the layup, but dumped it in the heart. Will get the layup himself, but gets blocked. Wasn't moving quick enough. Unfortunately, these guys weren't blocking out. Everybody was going for the ball. Embiid went for the block, so right away, Batum's got to be boxing out. Maybe even Maxey if he wants. He can cause some traffic in there to block Hartenstein. But neither of those things happen, so Hartenstein gets the offensive rebound, second chance points off the dunk. Big man Embiid bringing it up on Hartenstein, arms out, pretty good. Shorten the court a little bit laterally. Now you got to just get strong because you see he's trying to back you down. DiVincenzo, why are you worrying about Embiid? You see Hartenstein's on him. Easy pass to Oubre, no one within a couple of feet. Easy dunk. So DiVincenzo just had to guard him. Maxey up top, uses a screen from Embiid, who just got there at the last second before Anunoby had a clear path to Maxey. Maxey's a quick guy, so whatever you're about to do, be decisive. See Hartenstein's already on his heels. Maxey decides to play around with Anunoby because it looks like he's trying to feel Embiid in his peripheral. Steps back and creates like 3 feet of space from that, at least, just from that quick step back. And that's what happens when you got a quick guy who can stop on the drop of a dime like that. He jumped all the way back to the 3-point line. Amazing. He was at the elbow, dropped back, got himself some space for a decent 3. That's what happens when you're not in front of your guy, you're behind him. Anunoby needed to already be in front so he could just follow him. Here, he's got to gather himself, recuperate, then go for the contest. But it's too late. Too many steps in between. Embiid driving, tough, good block, Anunoby. And look how he got that block. Anunoby goes straight up, like I always tell people to do. You go straight up. Even though this guy has probably 6-7 inches of height over you, you can still get a block if you just go straight up. That's what I say. If he goes diagonal, he's either fouling or missing him. Just go straight up so you don't got to get close and risk getting a foul called on you. Hart picks it up, takes it up court, kicks it out to Brunson, who for a moment had an opening, but Maxey's quick, as I keep saying. He was able to cover the distance, but he's so quick he didn't have enough time to stop. And Brunson's using that advantage to continue to the basket, put a little move on Oubre. He sees Hart getting open, but instead he decides to make himself get open. Steps aside, steps back, easy 2. Oubre and anyone else trying to guard Brunson got to be disciplined here. You got the baseline. Force that, keep that going. He's going in for some type of move. I don't know what, if he's trying to steal or block, but Brunson's using your momentum against you. Could have got a foul called. Side steps him. Now, Brunson actually jumped into Oubre's strong hand as a lefty, but Brunson's also a lefty. Didn't really matter. Tobias taking it up slowly up court. Anunoby in decent defensive position, maybe a little bit closer, even though Harris is not doing well this series and likely not going to be shooting from out there. So I think Anunoby just fine. You see Embiid getting ready to catch that, getting his position on Hartenstein. Hartenstein, decent defense. Hand up, not straight up like I keep saying, but enough to make it somewhat difficult for Embiid to pass. But he still gets the pass off to a cut-in Harris. Gets the alley-oop because no one's covering the lane, no one's covering Harris. That's on Brunson. Brunson tried but then gave up. Hard up top to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, screen, handoff. Brunson going in strong. Loses Embiid. Embiid had him where he wanted him for a potential block. But Brunson too crafty, too sneaky. He didn't have to do too much. He just turned on the turbo. Embiid needed to be upright, hands up. Boom, right there. He starts going lateral while Brunson's going downhill. Embiid needed to continue getting close to the rim to block it off. Got Brunson again, going to work up top on Payne reaching. That split second is giving Brunson an advantage because now he could just go to the opposite side of where you were reaching since you weren't thinking about that side. And to Payne's credit, he gets the body on him, which puts some friction on Brunson, making things tougher. But Brunson's strong. Look at that. Not Payne all the way down and out of the picture. And then decides to give a quick pass up to Achua. Achua gets blocked and wastes Brunson's hard work. Maxey up top, quick to the left as he prepared for a screen, didn't even need it. It was just security. And then he's got a one-on-one against a less nimble Achua. Quick crossover to the right, strong side. Achua is out of place. Maxey continues downhill. Misses the layup. Just blew that one. You know it was a tough layup if he was going to make it. Hart gets the rebound, kicks it out to Brunson, who puts the move on Oubre. Gets past phase 1. Phase 2, Batum, who we didn't have to do much. He just stopped and put up the runner. Floated it right in over Batum. So Batum, you got to get closer. You're getting too close to the rim. He's not going in the dunk. You got to get closer to him. So you could have blocked that. He's already up by the time Batum decides to jump. Brunson comes across court. Slows it down, picks it back up. He's got 2 defenders on him, which means somebody's open. And it's Anunoby. Fakes a 3. Whoa, don't fall, Harris. Be careful. Good fake, good dunk. And B gave up on the play too. He had the protection. What are you doing? Just got out the way. Olay. So much wrong goes on here. Harris has to get more to the left. As you see, you clearly got help. Get more to your left. Lowry, you don't need to be here. Get on your guy. And then Embiid, be a defensive player of the year candidate. Get up, arms up, hands up. It's early. Get a foul if you need to. Go block him. Next play, Lowry gets a screen from Maxey on Brunson. Doesn't really use it. Gets a screen from Embiid, which he does use. Begins his drive on the bigger Achua, who he gets to commit to him. And now Lowry dumps off a decent pass across court to Maxey, catch and shoot. McBride's still on the ground, just looking up at him. Nowhere near blocking this. His whole height pretty much is in between him and the ball. Maxey with a tough shot, but an open shot nonetheless. Brunson slowing things down. Lulled Oubre to sleep. He's still in the position he started. You see Brunson's ready to make his way to the rim. No one's even looking at the play. I could see if you were on your man, but you're not even on anyone. Harris, what are you doing? Embiid, what are you doing? That's too easy. Layup line. And one on top of that. Oubre's got to be more nimble than that. Get to the left. Even if you get fake to the right, you would have potential help in Harris if he was paying attention. But you got to get over here quicker. You got a straight ahead drive to the rim. Brunson loses Maxey. Got some options. You see Achua's about to cut in. Instead, Brunson backs him down. Lowry showed a little bit. One-on-one. Little man on little man. Brunson's got strength. Plus, he's got the fadeaway over Maxey. Maxey's not a shot blocker, so that was light work for Brunson. Maxey's late on the contest. He's playing decent defense. He was late. And again, diagonal, gotta go straight up. So that was a one-on-one clinic. Maxey looking to return the favor. Got a bunch of space in between Hart. Catches Hart, changing speeds. While Maxey's already picked up his speed, he kicked it up a gear. Passes across to Batum, wide open. Wasn't even looking to shoot at all. Quick pass to Lowry, wide open. He fakes. The ball movement. Again, Batum gives it up to Maxey, who started the play. Ends up in a corner all the way over there. Open shot. Skip ahead. Knicks in front. Brunson on Embiid. Takes him to school. Goes up for a shot. Embiid is late. Tall, but late. Got a whole foot on Brunson. Not able to do anything to block that. Amazing. Got the roll. So Embiid's already got to be arms up right here. You got to block his line of sight here. Everyone tries to block the line of sight as he's shooting. You got to block it before he shoots. Don't give him anything to aim at. If he's shooting, that means he's already aimed and locked in. Go to the end. Inbound to Embiid. Embiid, quick shot. Off. Game. Just to be picky, Anunoby, you're not doing anything right here on the ground. You got to be already up. But props to the Knicks.